My bad. Give me 1 second. I got the wrong thumbnail on. Okay, it's the right thumbnail now. I got the right thumbnail. Right. I think the stream is as smooth as it's gonna get. Let me hold on. Wait. The background is probably the problem. Let me take this background off to make the stream a little bit smoother. This background is kind of high maintenance, even though it's not doing a lot. It's because of the pixelation. There we go. Weird enough, the one that's moving is lower maintenance. Okay, so listen. As you can see in the little box right in front of you, we got One Piece chapter 1161. Okay, now I know it's hard for you to see it. It's probably hard for you to see it, but this is the cover page. We got Luffy and Nami, and I guess the rest of the crew. We got, like Robin is like looking like Robin is like looking super desperate, I guess, because Chopper's trapped inside this fucking this video game like crane machine, and Luffy and Nami are fighting over the stuffed animals. They're trying to get them out of the crane machine. And Chopper's stuck inside of there. It's kind of funny. You can see Chopper stuck inside right there. That's kind of funny. But let me go forward. So, the beginning of the chapter, we still at Yamato, going around Wano, but I guess at this point now they're kind of praying at the shrine again, a different type of shrine for the other people who've died. Like, we got Oden, Kozuki Oden on the front. Okay, we got a bunch of other Uzukis and Kozukis and Fugetsus and Shimosuke and Otakas, and we got Pedro even up here. So, Ogre Child Yamato, Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 43, Where the Heroes Sleep. Let's start the chapter. So we're starting at God Valley. Starting at God Valley, if you can see that. That's God Valley. And the narrator's talking. He says, many figures converged on the island, bearing their individual goals and desires, turning God Valley into an inescapable battlefield of nightmares. Boom. Now we're looking at God Valley. We got Marines and Celestial Dragons. It looks like a tunnel. They're running into a tunnel on God Valley, I guess, trying to get shelter. The Marine said, please, my lord, leave the island through the evacuation tunnel. Okay, the evacuation tunnel right there. He said, not yet. I want that prize. It's a little ugly Celestial Dragon. Do you see him? I'll put him to the right. Little ugly Celestial Dragon with a mustache. He said, not yet. I want that prize. So he doesn't want to evacuate. He said, we'll be responsible for bringing it with us. Responsible? You'll be held responsible for depriving us a good time. you bungling fools. Okay, so he's like, yo, listen, we're about to die, but like, it's your fault I'm not gonna get my prize. He's not even, the Celestial Dragons are assholes, okay? They don't even care. They're about to die. He's like, listen, dude, you're trying to stop me from getting my money. I'm gonna kill you. So we got some of the slaves saying that maybe this is our big chance. Let's use this chaos to find us a boat. Where's Shaki? She better be unarmed. It's Roger. Oh, Roger. We got Roger, Rocks, and Garp in one panel right here. Boom. The 3 stars of this era, right? Roger said, where's Shaki? She better be unharmed. I said unarmed. She better be unharmed. Rock said, thinking in his head. Okay, so his wife, his girl, her name is Eris. Okay, her name is Eris. And you know what's crazy? Because like I know the name Eris has something to do with the moon. I've heard the name Eris being attributed to the moon in multiple different, like I guess fictional stories, and just outside of a fictional story, I heard of I forgot where I heard it from. It was some sort of a thing, like maybe it was like a conspiracy theory or some other shit, I forget, but it was some thing like there was some woman who was like, they found a woman's body on the moon, and her name was Eris. So I don't know. That's just some random thought. Like Teach's, like not Teach. Yeah, Teach's mom and Zebek's girl. Her name is Eris. Maybe there's some sort of correlation to the moon. Hey. And here we got Garp right here, young Garp. He said, "Where are you, Roger?" He looking for Roger. That's all he's looking for. Boom. Okay. Boom. Little young dragon running through. We got young dragon running around. He said, "Just hang in there a little longer. Which way are the Navy ships?" He's stepping it. He's footing. Dun, dun, dun. We see him running through the forest. Bunch of people yelling. Rah, all that shit going off. Okay, so whoa. So Dragon's running. He said, "Pirates. This is the wrong way." And then we see a celestial dragon behind him. Okay, it's the celestial dragon with the sharp teeth. She said, "Found him. It's a sailor carrying a baby." And she shoots a fucking mouth blast. Yo, hold on, wait, hold on, whoa. She shoots a fucking mouth blast out of her mouth. What is that? What the fuck is that, bro? Like, how? Like, hold on, wait. So pacifistas, we seen pacifistas shoot like a concentrated energy blast out of their mouth before. What did they ever say what race that trait was? I mean, what race that trait was unique to? Like outside of Kuma doing that because they turned him into a pacifista robot, man. Was that something that like a certain race is doing? Because she's shooting a fucking energy blast out of her mouth and it just pierced the dragon in the shoulder. He said, "Ah!" He's screaming. So, man, damn, dragon hit the ground. That shit's crazy. Okay. She said, "There, got him." Smoke coming out of her mouth and shit. She said, "There, got him." Shark teeth and all that. So somebody said on the radio, they said, "You saved my life, Maffy." Or Mayfie, I don't know how you say that, but Maffy. Garling was going to kill me, I'm sure. And we got the babies falling and dragon falling. Oof. You got a thud hitting the ground, the baby screaming. Wow, we don't know what baby it is. That might be Shamrock, because the motherfucker is in the celestial dragon's hands right now. That baby, you see that? So it might be Shamrock, not Shanks. So the baby's screaming. So this is Maffy. Oh, Maffy is the one. Somebody said, "You saved my life, Maffy. Garland was going to kill me, I'm sure." I guess she was given the task of retrieving the babies. So she said, "Garland has a kid. Who would have thunk it? Can't imagine who'd want to kidnap the brat." Holy Knights of God, Satchel's family. She's from the Satchel's family. Okay. Saint Maffei. Saint Maffei. So we got Dragon on the ground. He said, "Oh shit. No, wait. Don't take those babies. They're the only way I can atone for being a part of this sick, murderous game." Yeah, Dragon wants out. He said that in his head too. I think he was thinking that. The woman said, "So long, young man." She trying to stab him. He said, "Well, considering all the people who have died, I guess I deserve this too." Dragon just gave up. You see somebody chopping through, cut her straight in half. Damn, she's cut in half, okay? Out of the way. Boom, she get cut in half. The bitch screaming now, "Slice." It's Whitebeard and Linlin arguing. He said, "No, I wasn't aiming for you." Wait, I don't know who's saying that, but it said, "No, I wasn't aiming for you. That was an enemy I cut down." How many pirate crews are on this island by now? Boom, boom. They stomping through and shit. They big as fuck. Linlin and Whitebeard, they just walking through. No, okay, yeah, that was Whitebeard saying that. "I wasn't aiming for you." She said, "Liar, I almost died there. Do we need to settle our score now?" Oh wait, no. She said, "Do we need to settle our score? Now's the time." Okay, I thought she was like asking, "Do we need to settle our score now?" She said, "Now's the time. Like this is it." So then we got Dragon on the ground. He said, "Yo, those some giant ass pirates, bro. Those some big ass pirates. They're not giant pirates, but they're giant pirates. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?" So Dragon's like, "Oh shit, yo, they're pretty fucking big. Whoa." Okay, next page, we got Golden Lion pulling up behind Whitebeard and Linlin. He said, "Hey, Newgate, were you trying to kill me, you rat?" He's Shiki. And then you got Kaido back there. He said, "Hey, Linlin, you lied to me." She said, "Kaido." Okay, we got all these niggas saying, "Yo, it's the Rocks Pirates. Take them down and we'll be famous." They said, "Huh? Hold on. Do they think they deserve to win Shaki?" That's what Golden Lion said. So Golden Lion, yeah, he there for Shaki. Everybody there for Shaki, right? Whitebeard, all of them there. Except for Big Mom, I guess, right? And Kaido. Big Mom and Kaido, I guess, are the only ones not there for Shaki. So we got somebody saying, "Go back home and get in the bed, you miserable weaklings." Wow. I'm tired, I can't read. So damn, we got it's four of them, right? Boom, Kaido, Big Mom, Shiki the Golden Lion, and Whitebeard. And they're just swinging their fucking axe, and she's using her fire from the sun. I forgot what the sun was called, but she's using the fire, and they're just swinging the swords, chopping through all of these. I guess they're pirates right here. I can't really tell. They look like pirates. Like, I don't think they're celestial. I mean, are they celestial dragons in the game? They got they kind of got some fancy outfits on. I don't know, but since what's happening to this island anyway, that's what okay, we're back at the celestial dragon, shark tooth woman. Dragon said, "Now I've got an opening to escape, but she's got the babies." He's focused on the babies hard as hell. Okay, I like that. Dragon is focused on the babies. He said, "Huh?" And the baby has a knot on his head. Hold on, wait. Is that baby Shanks about to go through like a Goku situation where he has a knot on his head and he forgot that he's supposed to like his like predisposition by genetics of him being like the celestial dragon asshole? Did he just did his mind get erased from that? And that's why he's the Shanks that we know, because he got hit on the head. Hold on, let me see this, bro. Because Dragon's looking at the kid like, "Huh? None. Kid's fucked up. Knot on the head. No time for that. Boom, explosion go off. We at Garp." He said, "I sense a big catch up ahead. Found myself a first class fishing spot." That's Garp. He fishing. Garp looking different out here. Okay. He said, "Now come quietly, you Neptunians. It's Garp." They said, "Oh, it's Garp. Run or we'll be stuck here forever." They're not trying to fuck with Garp. So it's Kaido, Big Mom, Whitebeard, and I think Shiki too. I don't see him in the panel, but I'm assuming he's running. They said, "We're not fucking with Garp." They said, "No, forget it. Zeus Prometheus, that's his name." Zeus Prometheus. Yes, mama. They running. They don't want to fuck with Garp, man. So we got Dragon. He said, "Dad." Big Mom said, "Heavenly Fire Blitz." Boom. Hit that nigga. Oh, shit. It's Vice Admiral Garp. The Marines is cheering. Everybody cheering. The big ass explosion going off. Damn, there's a lot of shit going on, bro. We got, what's his name? Kuma. We got Kuma with an arrow in his back already. Okay. And we got, what's his name? Imponeroff, or you know what I'm talking about. Afro dude, you see him right here. Afro kid that gave Luffy the extra genetic serum boost and fixed his bones and shit, whatever, right? They said, "Who did that? What is that? What was it?" Anyway, this is our chance. This is our big chance, Kuma. Kuma said, "Yeah." So they're thinking about like escaping whatever the fuck they're going through right now. I don't know. They might try to go for the devil fruits, honestly, right? So we got Garp standing. Yo, this okay. So listen, I forgot to say it before I started the chapter. I always say it before I start the chapter. I can say it now. I only seen one spoiler, and the only spoiler I seen was this panel right here of Garp standing in the flames, saying some shit like, "Is that all you got, Linlin?" And then, like he said right now, he said, "You call that fire, Linlin? You couldn't cook a prime rib with this." She said, "Damn it." See, now she shook. I didn't know she got shook. Like, I didn't see all of that. All I saw was just this singular panel of Garp standing there in the flames, looking like a menace, like Jason. The mask is like Jason. Like, he's really out here right now, right? So Big Mom don't want none of that smoke. She big, but it ain't gonna work. Okay, so we back to the Celestial Dragon with the shark teeth, her, whatever her name is. I forgot it already. She said, well, the kidnapper's got to be dead by now. Or be dead now. The baby crying. I think she got Shamrock. Yeah, okay, so she got Shamrock. And Dragon's probably going to put baby Shanks in a chest after his head got banged up. So she said, baby safe and sound, too. Is that good? The guy said, baby's safe and sound. Perfect. Come back before Garland finds out. So I think right here, what we're dealing with right now, right, is like a little subtle thing with the text and dialogue. Cause let me show you the text real quick if you can see it through my thing, right? So she says baby's safe and sound. Like, she's not saying it plural, but she's talking about the one baby, like, you know, the baby's safe and sound. But she said baby's safe and sound. And the guy heard it as plural. He said babies. That's why he got like this a commenter. He said babies, safe and sound, perfect. Come back before Garland finds out. So he's thinking she got both of them. Okay, based on how she said it. It's like a misunderstanding. So we got Dragon. He said, "I'm so sorry. I might not be able to rescue your brother." The baby sitting there wheezing. He wheezing, he running, wobbling, his shit fucked up. He said, but at least I've got you. Baby Shank screaming. I don't know her name, I forgot it, but girl with the hat, okay. Celestial Dragon girl with the hat, she's pulling up. She said, you thought you could take advantage of the confusion to escape? No one gets out alive, resident or pirate. Okay, so yeah, there are a lot of other pirates here. That's who the Rock's pirate crew were hitting earlier, a lot of other pirates. And she is shooting down a whole group of what looks like it's all slaves right here, all residents, I guess, of the God Valley who they're hunting, right? She's shooting them all down like bottles. Like, you ever been to a fair? You see the bottles lined up on the counter? It's like she's shooting every bottle and knocking them all down. Like, that's what that shit looks like right there. She's just killing people like that. Like, it's easy, okay? That shit's easy for her. So we got some Navy man reporting in, sir. The Rock's pirates are coming from the southeast of the valley. And they got a map. Okay, yeah, I like when Oda draws maps. I do like that. When Oda draws a map, we get to kind of see, you know, different perspective of what's going on. So now we know, like, it's really those rocks in the middle, and outside is all grass. Like, we kind of knew that before, but we get to kind of really see it and visualize it. Celestial dragons are running, I guess, to the, what was that, to the east? Roger pirates coming from the opposite side of rocks. So they're gonna all meet in the middle of God Valley. Because all the Marines are in the middle already. They said the Roger pirates are inbound from the northwest. We're about to be stuck in between the two. Yeah, they're about to get sandwiched in by both. So we got all these dudes right here. I think this is Roger. He said, we're taking Shacky back. They said, that's Roger. Defend this spot with your life. The treasure hasn't been hauled out yet. The Rock's pirates are coming from the other direction. Oh shit. Boom. Rock's pirates pulling up. They screaming. We got Gloriosa pulling out. We got, I forgot, the big dude with the metal armor on. You feel me? Like right here, you see him in the top right. Big dude with the metal armor. Bam. We got Silver Axe. Is that his name? Silver axe, silver hand, I forget, but he right here. He's pulling up. Boom. He said, I'll save her first. He's pushing Golden Lion, and he's mushing Golden Lion in the face. He said, man, get the fuck out of here. I'm going to save her first. He said, no, me, get off. And then we got Captain John over here. Okay, and I did hear a spoiler about Captain John. I forgot about it. That's the best spoilers, when you forget about that shit. Especially if you don't want to hear it in the first place, because I forgot. But given the fact that Captain John has this metal arm in his panel right here, let me show you his metal arm. You see that? That metal arm. It was made to my knowledge. I was aware of him having Captain Useless Mid, aka Captain Kid. He had his devil fruit in the past. So apparently he has I forget what it's called, but the magnetic devil fruit that Captain Kid has, right? That's why he has that metal arm. I didn't even know that, and that's kind of sweet. I like that. But now I know that I remembered that I saw that spoiler. I swear those are the last two spoilers I saw. Okay, that's the last one. I didn't see anything else. But we got, who is this? Oh, this is Summers pulling up. He said, put a stop to them. You made sure to escort Shakiyaki, right? They said, St. Summers, well, and they hesitate, and he said, well, what? They said, oh, St. Summers. Okay, nah, they didn't escort her at all. She's whooping their ass. Okay, that's what happened. That's why they said, well, and they pulled up. I mean, he pulled up in the room. You see on the left, and yeah, they tried to escort Shaki, but it didn't work. She's whooping their ass, like with her feet. She got, feet style. He said, you're kidding me. You can't handle one woman in handcuffs? She said, it sounds like there's a lot of pirates causing trouble out there. She kind of winded, out of breath. He pulled up. He said, I hate a woman who knows her own worth. Smacked the shit out of her. Damn. He said, bitch, get in line. Know your place. You already do. Fuck it. And he slapped her. He said, you're better when you're naive. I like stupid bitches. You're too defiant. You're not just a pawn. I hate you. And he slapped her. Bam. Shaki wobbling over from the slap. She kicked the shit out of the nigga. He felt it. He said, yow, grabbed her ankle. Boom. He grabbing his mallet, that spiked mallet he loves so much. He pulling that mallet back. Shaki said, huh? And damn, he whacked Shaki with that motherfucker. Oh, hold on, whoa. She said, kya. She's screaming. It's like a shank sound. So he hit her twice with that motherfucker. And he's stabbing her with it. So he stabbed her twice. She got shanked up with that shit. She's screaming. Summers said, that's right. All those pirates are here to steal you back, bitch. He said, you're in high demand, bitch. So high that it's ruined our big day, bitch. But alive, you're only going to wind up with Garling. So the more emotional choice is to kill you to make sure no one can have you. He's on that sort of time. He said, if I can't have you, no one can. Garland's gonna win this shit. I'm trying to make you mine, but I can't, so fuck you. I'm gonna kill you. So he's trying to kill her, right? That's what he said. He said they come from far and wide to rescue you. But when they finally get here, battered and bruised, they'll find their beloved brutally slaughtered. I wonder how they react to that. We got Roger clashing with big ass Whitebeard. Like Whitebeard also, he looks a lot bigger than I remember him looking compared to Roger, but Whitebeard's always been a big motherfucker, right? You can see that. You can see that in the middle. They're clashing. Whitebeard is big as fuck. He said, Shaki, I'm here for you. And we got the golden line, I think. He said, are you okay, Shaki? Shaki, are you okay? Shaki, are you okay? They running for her like she Annie. She locked up in the cellar. He said, I'm coming to save you now. Gee ha ha ha. He laughing. They said, look, it's me. Here I am with Hashigaki guitar. They all running out. Here I am. Roger said, damn it, I can't get through. You got to get Shaki. I think he's talking to Silver. Yeah, he's talking to Rayleigh. He said, damn it, I can't get through. You got to get Shaki. He's talking to Rayleigh because we see a man who looks like Rayleigh hopping up through the crowd, I should say, right? Not the cloud. It is a cloud of smoke. But then Shaggy's on the ground in turmoil. He said, "Can you hear that? They're right behind us. They'll just..." What he said? No, he said, "But they'll be just a second too late." She's on the ground trying to move around. He said, St. Summers, I don't think St. Garland would approve of..." Shut up. If you don't say anything, it goes in the books as an accident. Little bitch ass dude. And he said, "Just look at her face. The light of hope has finally gone out." So he like, "Yeah, I finally broke her mentally. She finally like, fuck it, like I'm about to die." That's what I said. She just gonna try to struggle and fight, but she knows it's kind of useless. I said that before, right? He said, "This ain't no fairy tale. If anyone comes to save her, I'll kill him. Reality is cruel." Yee-ha-ha-ha. He said, "I'll kill you in 5 blows." Like Super Saiyan 4 Goku said, I'll beat you in 5 seconds. He said, "And with each bloody smash, you'll better regret the peace-addled optimism that led you here." And then he's like, "Really about to swing?" He said, "Huh? Damn." And then Rayleigh pull up. He said, "I'll put the flowers on your grave to send you off." Oh, it's Silver. He turned around. He said, "Huh? Nani?" And he smacked the shit out of him. Spider Lily Steel smacked the shit out of him. He said, "Shaggy." Shaggy said, "Huh?" And he said, "Damn, sorry I took so long. I've come to get you." He's thinking of that letter. Boom. She started crying. She hit the Nami cry face. Boom. She crying. She said, "Damn, that nigga pulled up. He really pulled up. Oh, Ray, you took so long. You took too long." He crying too. He said, "Damn, bitch, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to go through this." She said, "I'm so scared. Oh my God." And then Roger outside crying with Gabon. They in there. He said, "Never again." That nigga heartbroken. He said, "Man, can you do this shit later, damn it?" Oh, that was supposed to be my bitch. Like, let's just take her back. Like, Roger heartbroken. He said, "Man, can you do this shit later, damn it?" What the fuck, man? Come on, man. Let's just get back on the ship. They said, "We've got Shaggy back, boys. Now take some treasure and let's get the hell out of here." They said, "Hell yeah." Right? So let me do what I do all the time, right? I'm gonna talk for a second, but I'm also about to go back and take some screenshots of, I guess, the general happenings of the chapter, and I want to talk about it all in one go, and I'm gonna make it into a video. You feel me? So you get to hear me record the live video portion of the stream. I don't know how many times I've said that already, but it's kind of crazy. I feel like I want to save all my, what I'm gonna say for after the screenshot shit. But I do feel like the way that Shanks is gonna, like, Dragon is putting him in the chest. Dragon is putting Shanks into a chest because obviously he has Shanks, right? Shamrock got taken. I thought he would put them both in the chest and one of them would get snatched up. But either way, no matter how it happened, I knew it, like, one of those celestial dragons were gonna, like, encounter Dragon. You know what I'm saying? They were gonna encounter him and kind of stop him doing what he's doing in some way, shape, or form. Or at least he was gonna try to avoid them. But they actually directly came to stop him. So that was a little different than what I thought. And I forgot what her name is. I can probably look at her right here real quick. Saint Mafe. Saint Mafe, the spiky teeth and the horns on her head. She might be like an Oni or something. I don't know. Let me save all that speculation for after the screenshots. Hold on, a couple more screenshots, my bad. Let me make these ones full screen. I'm taking too long. Taking small screenshots, I can't have the whole picture because I'm not trying to get copyrighted. No, not me. Obviously Rayleigh pulled up in like hero fashion. Oda gave him that hero fashion pull up. Like He's remembering the card like that she gave him, like, yo, come save me. Cause she was telling him to come and get me. Like, she wanted that nigga to pull up. She probably, and honestly, she probably thought the nigga wasn't gonna pull up, for real. With the type of character he is, with the type of person he is, and how she already know how the fuck he is. She probably thought he was not pulling up at all. So she definitely lost hope when Summer said that. Hold on real quick, one more second. You're gonna see a black screen no longer. I got you. You get to see me make a video live. Okay. And I get to change the music too. I have to change the music. That music was playing because all the action's going on, you know. Now, we gotta go backwards. All right, my bad. Here we are. This is it. Okay. Like I said, this is happening live. So here we go. Listen. I like this cover page, by the way. I like every cover page. But Oda, he keeps doing it, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. Like, why is Chopper? Listen, this cover page is funny as fuck to me when you zoom in, because Chopper's in there like she's screaming like, yo, get me the fuck out of here. And then Usopp's, everybody's focused, they all trying to really get him out of there. And then you got Robin like going into Robin mode, like sad and scared, like, oh no, Chopper. And he's about to die or some shit like that. Like, that shit's funny. I don't know what the fuck Sanji better doing. He's collecting all the women plushies, like he got all the hoes on him. But anyway, listen, One Piece 1161, and that's going into the video, by the way. This chapter is pretty good, okay? It wasn't I guess the peak of what is going to happen at God Valley, but there's so much shit going on. I don't care if it's not at the peak yet. Like, I'll deal with, and I'll be satisfied with seeing any amount of God Valley unraveling at this point, because everything is so crazy and it's like a lot going on, right? And none of it's going the way we ever thought it would. So we start off rip seeing what everybody's going for. Rox isn't even worried about those devil fruits and all that. He's going directly toward Blackbeard, Teach, you know, and then his wife or girl, whatever, I don't know what she is to him, but, you know, he's going toward his girl, and her name Eris. We found that shit out. But he's going toward them. Rox, I mean, my bad. I keep calling Roger Rox. Roger is looking for, like, you know, Shaggy, and Garp is looking for Roger, okay? Everybody's doing their own thing. So we get straight into the meat and bones of it, because I was always wondering how Dragon would end up losing Shamrock. Like, would he put them both in the chest and one of the chests gets found by a celestial dragon? I wondered. But now we finally got the answer for that, okay? And the answer is, he gets sidewinded. Did I even say that right? He gets sidewinded. He gets snuck up on and snuck attacked by the celestial dragon with the spiky teeth, who's shooting an energy blast out of her mouth. I'm gonna have to do some more research on why exactly the pacifistas that Vegapunk made can do energy blasts out of their mouth. I feel like he mentioned like what clan shot energy out or some shit like that. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just making that up. Like how they mentioned how the you know, the whatever race King was, how they have the flames on their back. I feel like he had to have mentioned who shoots energy blast. I don't know. I might be making that up. But she's shooting energy blast out of her mouth. If he never mentioned who can do that before, we might be figuring that shit out now. Like, I think she might be some sort of Oni demon race. I don't know. That shit's kind of weird. It's kind of crazy, but I like it. So she shoots Dragon, and this is how the twins get split up, okay? And Dragon is desperately making this his sole mission because like he says, he wants to atone for that. Like everything he's been doing is supporting as a Navy Marine, which also, like I've been saying, kind of makes me immediately think of what type of shit Garp has been through. Like, Garp has never had a moment where he's like, damn it, I gotta just like make up for all the bad stuff I've been standing behind and standing next to and supporting as a Marine. I gotta make up for that. He's never thought that once in his life. I mean, maybe I can't say he's never thought that. Maybe that's a stretch. I gotta give him some more credit than that. But obviously he's still there, okay? That's long story short, he's still in the Marines to this day. He hasn't changed anything. So what does that tell you? Same Mafe got Dragon on the ground. She shot him with energy blast. But what do you know? She gets chopped in half. Obviously, I don't think she's dead. She's God's Knight. I'm pretty sure she's immortal. She's going to heal from this. Or maybe this was a random burst of too much hockey. The type of hockey that Gabon was outputting to make Summers not regenerate. So maybe she won't regenerate from this. Maybe she really just died instantly. Who knows? But then, you know, how will Shamrock get back to the God's Knights? That's the one question. So maybe she regenerates. Maybe they didn't use enough hockey. Who knows? But Whitebeard did that slash, so you know he's a big problem. And he's saying, I wasn't aiming at you, Linlin, but I guess they're already fighting each other on this island. So we got Rox doing his own thing. Everybody in Rox's crew are already starting to do their own thing immediately. Even though they're still a crew, they still fight together as we see here. But they're kind of going for their own goal. I can see them kind of betraying each other toward the end. Rox, he's probably not even going to fight with his crew at the end of this whole incident. Like, I feel like he's completely going off on his own. Like, I don't even think he's here with them. Still, like if he was here with them, looking for his kid at the same time, but he's like running with the crew, that's a different story. I don't even think he's running next to them. Like, he's in a whole different area. I feel like, I don't know. But we're going to see more about that later. That's speculation. Okay. So as we go forward, Shanks gets hit in the head, and I had a little off the cuff theory. Is Shanks going through some sort of Goku situation, right? Where, like, you know, I figured like maybe as a Celestial Dragon baby, is he, you know, if he didn't get hit in the head, was he going to be evil by nature? But since he got hit in the head, did that do something to him? I don't know. We might get an answer for that too. But who knows? And I wonder, underneath his like his sleeve or some shit, does baby Shanks have that tattoo on his body? Like, did he get that later? Because we see now Shanks is definitely about to like probably get put in the chest off rip and get taken by Roger. Because Roger and his crew, as we're gonna see in a couple of minutes, they're getting off of this island real soon. They're about to leave already. They already got what they wanted. They got the treasure. So Garp is a big problem, okay? Let me just say Garp is a big problem, as I thought. So he can shake up 3 people who were also a big problem in the later days, and they don't even want to fight him. They even said, like, if it's Garp, we gotta go or we're gonna be here forever. Like, so that's not saying that they're gonna lose to him immediately, but he's a problem. They can't try to fight him. They might fight him for 3 days, like all 3 of them together. They can't try to fight him. And Kaido even said, are we gonna fight him? She said, no, forget it. Like, they're not doing that. So Big Mom, who's also smarter than Kaido, she knows how strong Whitebeard and Kaido is, and she has Prometheus and Zeus. She's not doing that. She wants no smoke with Garp, okay? I don't think anybody does. She even hits him with some fire attack while they're retreating, and that shit does nothing to him. Like, he just eats it and goes clean through it like a menace. Like, this shit reminds me of Jason from the Halloween movies or something. He's just walking through the flames smiling, but you know, Jason don't smile. That's the only difference. But anyway, we got whatever her name is talking like, yo, she's on the Snell, you know, radio saying, I got the baby, we're gonna go, you know, it's a good mission, I got it, the baby's here. But I think the guy on the radio misunderstood her, and he thought that she said babies as in plural, like there's multiple babies, but she's only talking about one baby because that's all she has. Okay, so, and by the way, yeah, I didn't even realize this. She said this shit later. She definitely healed, right? This is definitely after she got cut in half by Whitebeard, so she did heal up already. I didn't even take note of that. So yeah, she's definitely immortal too. If you think about that shit, she's fine right now. She just got cut in half, and now she's not. She's fine. So yeah, she's immortal, like we seen Summers being immortal on Elbaf and all that. So her, I don't even need to talk about her. She's shooting everybody, killing people on the island. Okay, let's keep going forward for a second. Everybody's running towards Shaki. We get a map of God Valley, so we can get a better perspective of how it's looking from bird's eye view. We get to see all of that going on. Rock's whole crew is running up, trying to also get Shaki, of course, right? But then we finally see where Shaki is, and Summers wanted her transported to a different location, but her being who she is, she's whooping everybody's ass and they can't even touch her, okay? So she's kicking people, knocking them out with the handcuffs on. But of course, Summers walks up. He says, "Bitch, I don't like you. You're being too defiant. You know your worth. You're not a pawn. I don't like you." So he starts slapping her, starts beating on her. She fights back, but it's no use, okay? He's too strong. He knocks her out, hits her with the spike. He stabs the fuck out of her with that spike mallet that he likes. And then, what do you know? The hero Rayleigh pulls up as soon as he's needed, okay? Summers was going for the execution at this point because he said, if I can't have her, no one can. And he wanted to not let Garland get her. So he's just going to kill her. But Rayleigh pulled up, and then, the dynamic fashion, he's remembering the letter, all the little romance shit's going on. And he pulled up and saved her right in the blink of an eye, right in the last moment. Like the perfect hero. And they're both crying, and Roger is outside mad. But he's like, fuck it, we got her, let's take her back, let's get out of here. So the chapter ends around here, and I feel like I don't know, I don't even know where to start, right? So Roger obviously lost, but this is not the end of his stay at God Valley, I should say, right? They got more to do here. Like, he's not just about to leave with Shaki. They're about to wrap up the rest of their mission. They're gonna try to get some treasure, like he said. So we're gonna see them getting into a couple more fights before they leave with Shaki. So they're not just about to leave off rip, okay? And then as far as Rox goes, Rox only has one goal. He's going for Teach, aka Blackbeard. He's going for Blackbeard. And I feel like Blackbeard is going to receive some sort of talk from him, or some sort of book. He might give him the book of Davy, like the diary of Davy, Davy's diary. I don't know. He might give him some shit or tell him something that's gonna inspire him in the future, because I don't understand, or it wouldn't really make sense how else he would know about his own lineage as deep as he does, and as deep as he seems to know, I should say, right? Because we don't really know if he knows for certain, but obviously he most likely fucking knows. He's been using it to his advantage. Katarina Divine knows it. Saturn knows it. So if Katarina Divine knows it, he had to have told her. So he knows about all of that shit, even the whole Davy clan part, right? And he knows all of that. So he has to get some sort of parting gift, or parting words that kind of inspires that, or makes that make sense, right? That's what I'm feeling like. So outside of them two, what can I say? Garp is a problem, like I've been saying, in this era. He's a big fucking problem. I need to see how he's gonna do against Roger and Rox, because that's gonna solidify how strong Garp is in this era. Because so far it seems like he's such a menace. We've seen Whitebeard, Kaido, and Big Mom not want to fight him. Shiki the Golden Lion wasn't even there anymore. I think he ran away because he knew Garp was coming. So he disappeared. He wasn't even in that panel saying, let's get away from him. He ran away before that happened. So he got ghost. And Garp is a problem. And I'm wondering I don't even think I need to question why he's the only Marine who can like ignore the orders of the Holy Knights, telling all the Marines to pull back and go away so they can protect the Celestial Dragons. Garp can do whatever the fuck he wants, and this is how he got the title of being the hero of the Marines. I'm pretty sure, right? If I'm not mistaken. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how he got that title, and we're about to see him be a big problem right now. Outside of that, I'm trying to, just say, wrap everything up, I guess. Say my last parting words before I end this video. Dragon, we're seeing him being conflicted like Garp wasn't. We know where that's going to go. I'm wondering if he's going to leave the island eventually, like at the end, with Kuma and the rest of the crew. I feel like he might end up meeting Kuma and them, and Kuma's going to use probably his devil fruit to get all of them off the island. And then they're going to go somewhere else, and they're going to follow Dragon, and that's how they're going to become the Revolutionary Army. So Dragon's going to end up meeting up with them again after they get the devil fruit, and they're going to save him in turn, right? Because he saved them earlier. They're going to save him and get him off the island with Kuma's paw fruit. I feel that's the only way I feel like Dragon can get off the island, is if he gets wrapped up in the paw fruit with Kuma and the rest of everybody else. Like, when you use devil fruit, so when you get a devil fruit, I think it comes naturally to you, right? Like, the use of it is kind of natural. So Kuma might just start using that shit off rip. I don't know. But I don't think I can think of anything else to say in this video. If I think of something to add, I'll put it in the comments down below. Okay. I think I'm done with things to say. So I'm out. And by the way, I think I'm in the stream too. That was the video. That was the whole video. I'm gonna chop that out. I'm talking to the stream now. I'm in the stream, I guess. Nothing else to say. Nothing else to do. I read the chapter. I was not planning on actually reading it right now, but hey, the earlier the better. I got a One Piece video and a One Piece live stream. But like I said, man, I'm gonna chop this out. Y'all can watch the video of this if y'all want. Yeah, I'll put some shit in the comments. I don't know what my next video is, but hey, like, subscribe if you're not, if you want. If you don't, that's fine too. I'm out.